There's a presentation that's rather unique to Japan using leafy green vegetables like cabbages and spinach, and it's generally used as a garnish in udon noodle pot, noodle dishes, soups, or served alongside of sushi because it is a rolls type presentation. It's the kind of thing that you typically wouldn't see in a Western context, but you could see it in a Western context if someone like you wanted to take it there. And once I get it finished, once I show you how this is done, we can talk about a couple of ways you might be able to transfer it from Japanese to Western cuisine. We've taken a sushi mat, bamboo mat, wrapped it in plastic so that it doesn't get soggy. Then we've put down some paper towels to absorb the excess moisture. We've blanched some cabbage, Napa cabbage leaves, soft, fairly tender. We've taken some spinach that we have cleaned very well to remove any sand, and then blanched and shocked in ice water while it's still in a bundle. The bundles were tied with string after being washed. The stems are all pointing in one direction, the leaves in the opposite direction to keep them in a uniform cylinder. And then we'll take these cylinders of spinach, place them on the sushi mat with a cabbage leaf, and then, as if we were making a sushi maki with rice and nori, we roll over, squeeze it to form the beginning of a roll, and then pulling forward with our left hand and pulling a mild back pressure with our splayed out right hand, form a roll, squeeze it very well to get most of the moisture out of it. Actually take this over to the pan. You can see that you get quite a bit more moisture out, using a lot of pressure. Now, what will happen is we're going to end up with a cylinder of spinach wrapped in cabbage that will present nicely. The only thing holding it together is going to be the moisture and the pressure that we used. So it's easily presentable in a context where you only have chopsticks. You don't have to cut anything. It'll fall apart with the pressure of the chopsticks. We're going to use some of this to wrap fish around to make sort of a popiette. We're going to use smaller pieces in the udon noodle pot as a garnish on top. And like I was talking about earlier, in a Western context, you could, if you were doing maybe a cold plate, some kind of charcuterie plate, a sausage plate, a pate plate, or some sort of a vegetarian salad that you wanted to give some dramatic effect to, various heights and sizes, dressed with a little bit of vinaigrette, a little sesame seed, will give a cold plate an Asian influence, and also some interesting texture and color. So it becomes a functional garnish to take in any culture. That's one that's not typically seen in the U.S.